Everybody, I'm Marilyn.
And I'm Chris, and we are so happy to bring you into our space today to show you a little bit about how the magic happens behind the scenes at Chicago Shakespeare.
So we call this a Courtyard Theater because in Shakespeare's time, theaters were in courtyards. We have a roof over our heads, so we can produce any time of year. But what makes a courtyard theater so special is how close the actors and the audience are to one another.
The thrust, which we're standing on now, sticks about 30 feet out into the room and allows every one of the 500 seats in this space to be no more than about 30 feet from the stage. So here in our Courtyard Theater, we made most of our material choices in an homage to the outdoor courtyard theaters of Shakespeare's day. So our seats are green in response to the forests. All of the natural wood as well speaks to the outdoors. If you look up above our heads, we have a series of light bulbs in the ceiling, which we call our Tivoli bulbs, which are an homage to the stars in the sky. So the idea was that even though we are sitting inside with the roof over our heads, we did want to always retain a little bit of that history about being outdoors in the courtyard theaters of Shakespeare's day.
When you're an audience member here, you walk into the space and you feel like there is something special about it. You feel like something magical is going to happen. Every single person who walks into this room feels like they are embraced by the room. And actually, the actors talk about being embraced by the audience when they're standing on this stage.
One of the things that I love most about this thrust space is that when you sit down to experience a piece of theater here, you're not watching it through a frame on the other side of a barrier between you and another world. And so the experience really is one that you are a part of, not one that you are watching. The Courtyard Theater really offers our designers a blank canvas to use when they begin their process. So while in some cases the stage floor may be flat, as it is today, when an audience member comes back for another show, the floor that we're standing on may be completely different. It might be 7,000 gallons of water. It might be a hill. It might be a mountain of sand. The audience really never knows what they're going to experience when they walk in the doors to this space.
So we've seen what everyone sees when they come to the show. I think it's time, Chris, for us to take them backstage.
So the first thing you see when you walk backstage at the courtyard is the fly rail. And what is the fly rail? Well, it's the thing that allows us to fly scenery and people and all kinds of things down from above the stage during our performances. And the fly system is one of the simplest and coolest parts of theater technology. And it's been around for many, many, many years. And it's basically the same idea as a seesaw. We have these giant sleds that are called arbors over here, and we stack big chunks of iron on top of them. So if we have a 1,200-pound piece of scenery that we want to fly up and down during a performance, we put 1,200 pounds of iron onto these arbors so they balance each other out. And what that means is that one of our technicians can pull this rope up and down during a performance and with very little effort make a 1,200-pound piece of scenery fly up and down over the stage.
This looks like mission control in a spacecraft. I'm trying to put all this together with the flyloft we've just seen.
This is one of the busiest places in the theater during our performances. So we're directly backstage behind the back wall of the theater. And this is where there's a huge amount of activity during each performance. We have actors running through here grabbing props. We have actors running to make costume changes and wigs. Just next to us right now, we have automation control, which is where our stage crew actually operates the computers that make the machines drive scenery on and off stage. We use elevators, we use sliding pallets, we use motors to lower scenery and people in from above, and all of that is controlled from this machine right here.
What a fun place place this is. We are way backstage now.
Yep.
As I look around this room, I just see so much joy and creativity. All the spools of thread, the drawers and drawers of buttons, all the fabric. What a fun place.
Yep. So we're here in the costume shop, and with all of our shows, costumes are such a central part of how we tell stories. And so what that means is that we depend on costumes to help tell our audiences what the concept is, when the show is set, what the director's interpretation is. And at the very beginning of our process, before we even start building anything, our director and our designers sit down to work out what that world is going to be. And they sketch out the director's description of what they feel like the world should be, what period it should be in. And they use that as an opportunity to collaborate and communicate over what their interpretation of the story is going to be. One of the things that we as theater artists have to work out is what are the tricks of costumes. The clothes don't just have to behave like the clothes that you and I wear every day, because a lot of times an actor may wear 5, 6, 7, 10 costumes in the course of a particular show, and they might only have 30 seconds to change from one costume to another. So garments like this may have all kinds of tricks built into them to enable our actors to get out of them and into new costumes incredibly quickly. So there's magic going on and trickery going on in these costumes that the audience never really experiences.
Should we head next to the wig shop and see what's there? The wig shop. I want to try every single wig on here and be transformed. Chris, tell us about this cool place.
Wigs are one of the coolest design elements in the theater. This is an art that has been around for centuries, and we still use it today. And for the most part, the way that it's done is no different now than it was done hundreds of years ago. Every single one of these wigs is made up of a really fine lace, and our wig artisans, when they're creating one of these wigs, they take a knotting hook, which is a small tool that they use to take each piece of hair, pass it through the lace, and tie it into a knot. So every single hair that you see in one of these wigs is individually knotted by one of our artisans. So we make our wigs out of all kinds of hair. We use synthetic hair, we use human hair, and sometimes we even use yak hair.
Yak as in animal?
That's right. Yak. Once the wig is made, every single day before each performance, we have to style these wigs in the same way that we might style our hair every day when we get up in the morning. So every one of these wigs, before it makes its way onto stage, looking the way it does on an actor's head, an artisan has to spend time actually styling it to make it look appropriate for the performance at hand.
So that's it for this floor. Should we go all the way upstairs and see what's in our attic?
Yeah, let's head upstairs.
Okay. This is a room people never ever come to. We are up in our attic now in our costume wardrobe. So Chris, tell us about this treasure trove.
So we build hundreds of costumes every season. We make costumes for every show that we have on our stages. And importantly, we bring costumes back from show to show. So when a costume gets built, even though it may have been envisioned for a particular production, we hang on to it. So one of the things that our designers get to do is when they're starting to work on a show, they can come up and have access to all of this. And there are racks upon racks upon racks with thousands of costume pieces that they can use as part of their storytelling toolbox when they begin their design process. So it's an incredible, diverse array of items ranging from all periods, all concepts, all places, times you can imagine, because our stories range in the same way. We tell stories, both Shakespeare and otherwise, on our stages, in any number of concepts, any number of time periods, any number of locations.
When they're up here, they're just gorgeous fabric, but hopefully they will be on bodies of actors brought to life in the stories on our stage, and you all will be seeing them soon. in the middle of some gorgeous story that we'll be telling to you.
So now we've gone all the way up to the very top of the theater. I think we've seen pretty much everything there is to see.
I think we have.
Let's head on back down to the stage.
Okay, let's. Okay, here we are back where we started, full circle. We've seen such cool things with you, Chris. Thank you. Just where all the magic is made backstage that allows us to see stories from Shakespeare to musicals to plays from around the world, all here on this stage. But before we go, I think we should turn on the ghost light. But will you tell us what it's all about?
Sure thing, Marilyn. So we theater people are a superstitious bunch, and all theaters have ghost lights. And a ghost light, the origins of it are subject to some debate, but ghost lights are thought to be here to take care of the ghosts that inhabit all theaters. So the friendly ghosts who are in these spaces between performances when we're not here, this is to light their way. Some people believe that the ghost light is here to chase off the more mischievous spirits that may find their way into the theater. But functionally, the ghost light is certainly here so that when our artists and our technicians return to the space at the top of their day and walk into this dark room, the ghost light is there to light their path. So we'll turn on the ghost light.
We will see you all back here. Our ghost light will keep our theater safe, and please keep yourselves safe until we can all be without masks, closer to one another than we are right now. Keep safe, keep well, and we'll see you back soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.